Are you looking for an in-depth review of the pros and cons of insurance? Look no further. This video is your ultimate guide to navigating the world of insurance. Over the course of this video, we'll be taking a look at the different types of insurance, the pros and cons of insurance, different options when looking for insurance, tips on selecting the right policy, and more. So, whether you're looking for life, health, auto, or homeowners insurance, this video has you covered. Don't miss out, watch now. Hello everyone, my name is Earl Charles and welcome to this video about the pros and cons of insurance. In this video, we'll be taking a look at the different types of insurance and what you need to know in order to make the right decision when it comes to insurance for yourself or your family. Now, let's get started. What is insurance? We'll begin by taking a look at what insurance is. Insurance is a way of managing risk. It's a contract between an individual or a business and an insurance company. It's basically protection for the individual or business against any potential loss due to unforeseen events such as death, disability, illness, or damage. Different types of insurance. Now we'll look at the different types of insurance. Life insurance is one of the most common types of insurance. It's designed to protect those left behind if the insured person dies. Health insurance covers the costs of medical care and procedures. Homeowners insurance helps protect a homeowner's home, personal property, and liability. Car insurance protects drivers and vehicles from potential losses due to accidents or vandalism. And business insurance helps protect a business assets and employees. Pros of insurance. Now we'll look at the pros of insurance. First, insurance can provide financial security. It can help ensure that those you care about are provided for in case something happens to you. It can also provide peace of mind by knowing that you are protected in the event of an unexpected event. And it can help you save money in the long run as you won't have to pay out of pocket for any unexpected losses. Cons of insurance. Next, we'll look at the cons of insurance. The main con is that insurance can be expensive. Premiums can be high, especially for those with pre-existing conditions or higher than average risks. Insurance policies can also have a lot of fine print, which can make it difficult to understand the full extent of the coverage you are buying. And there can be long waiting periods before some coverage kicks in. Making the right choice with insurance. Now that you know the pros and cons of insurance, it's important to make the right decision when it comes to selecting insurance for yourself or your family. The best way to do this is to research different companies, compare policies, and get quotes. This will help you find the best coverage at the best rate. Different options when looking for insurance. When looking for insurance, there are several different options available. For example, you can go through a traditional insurance company, or you can purchase coverage through an online insurer. You can also use a comparison website to get quotes from multiple companies. Additionally, you can talk to an independent insurance broker who can help you find the right policy for your needs. Buying insurance. Now we'll look at the process of buying insurance. Before you purchase a policy, you need to understand the details of the coverage. You should also consider your level of risk and do some research to ensure you are getting the best value for your money. Once you've found the right policy, you'll need to fill out an application and pay the necessary premiums. Paying insurance premiums. When it comes to paying insurance premiums, there are usually two options: annual payments or monthly payments. Annual payments are usually cheaper in the long run, as you're only paying once a year. However, if you're on a tight budget, monthly payments may be a better option. Claiming insurance. We'll now look at the process of making an insurance claim. First, you need to notify the insurance company of the event that requires a claim. You will then need to provide them with the necessary documents and information. It is important to keep an accurate record of all communications with the insurance company in case you need to refer to it at a later date. Dealing with insurance companies. It's also important to be aware of how insurance companies work. Insurance companies are for-profit businesses. This means that they are trying to make money, and they may attempt to minimize the amount of money they have to pay out for claims. This means that you should be sure to read all of the fine print in your policy and make sure that you understand the coverage you are getting. Tips for insurance. Now let's look at some tips for getting the best insurance for your needs. First, it's important to always shop around to get the best rate. You should also look into bundling multiple policies from the same provider in order to get a discount. It's also a good idea to regularly review your policy to make sure it still meets your needs, and to ensure you are getting the best rate. Finally, it's important to read the fine print and ask questions about anything you don't understand. Fraud and cybercrime. We'll now look at an increasingly important issue when it comes to insurance: fraud and cybercrime. Fraud is when someone willfully misleads the insurance company in order to get approved for coverage or to receive a larger payout. Cybercrime is when someone uses malicious computer code to gain access to an insurance company's computers and steal financial information or customer data. Protecting yourself from fraud and cybercrime. Now, let's look at how to protect yourself from fraud and cybercrime. It's important to be aware of any emails or phone calls that could be fraudulent. You should also never give out personal information such as credit card numbers or passwords. Additionally, it's a good idea to set up two-factor authentication for any online accounts you may have. Life insurance. Now let's look at life insurance specifically. Life insurance is designed to protect your family if you die. It can provide a lump sum payout or ongoing payments which can help cover many of your family's living expenses. It can also provide financial security and peace of mind for those you leave behind. Selecting the right life insurance. When selecting a life insurance policy, it's important to consider your personal needs. You should also consider how long the policy will be in effect and what type of coverage you need. It's also important to understand the difference between term and whole life policies. Term policies provide coverage for a set period of time, while whole life policies provide coverage for your entire life. How life insurance works. Let's now discuss how life insurance works. First, you must pay the premiums on the policy in order for it to remain in effect. The policy will then pay out in the event of your death. The amount of the payout depends on the type of policy you have. Some policies also have provisions for living benefits, which allow you to access a portion of the payout while you are still alive. Other considerations with life insurance. When selecting life insurance, it's important to consider a few other factors. For example, some policies have accelerated death benefit clauses, which can provide a payout in the event that you are diagnosed with a terminal illness or become disabled. Other types of policies may provide for special circumstances, such as funeral costs or medical expenses. Health insurance. Now let's discuss health insurance. Health insurance helps cover the cost of medical care, such as doctor visits, medications, surgery, and more. It can also provide coverage for preventive care, such as vaccinations, checkups, and screenings. Different types of health insurance plans may provide different coverages and require different costs. Selecting the right health insurance. When selecting health insurance, it's important to consider your needs. This includes what type of coverage you need, your budget, and any pre-existing conditions you may have. It's also important to understand the different types of plans and the different costs associated with them. For example, some plans may provide access to a larger network of providers, but may have higher premiums. Tips for selecting health insurance. To help make the right decision when selecting health insurance, here are a few tips. First, it's important to shop around to get the best rate. It's also a good idea to research the insurance company's reputation, as well as any reviews or feedback from previous customers. And finally, it's important to keep an eye out for hidden fees and coverage limits in order to ensure you are getting the most value for your money. Automobile insurance. We'll now examine automobile insurance. Automobile insurance is designed to protect you and your vehicle in the event of an accident, as well as damage due to weather, theft, or vandalism. Different types of automobile policies provide different levels of coverage, so it's important to choose one that fits your needs. Tips for choosing auto insurance. When it comes to choosing auto insurance, here are a few tips. First, it's important to research different companies to get the best rate. It's also important to compare policies and get quotes from multiple companies in order to get the best deal. Additionally, you should always read the fine print to make sure you understand the coverage you are getting. Homeowners insurance. Finally, let's look at homeowners insurance. Homeowners insurance is designed to protect your home from potential losses due to fire, theft, damage from natural disasters, and other unexpected events. Different policies provide different levels of coverage, so it's important to choose one that fits your needs. Tips for choosing homeowners insurance. When it comes to choosing homeowners insurance, here are a few tips. First, it's important to understand what type of coverage is best for your situation. It's also a good idea to review your policy regularly to make sure it still meets your needs. Additionally, you should always get quotes from multiple companies to make sure you are getting the best rate. Conclusion. To wrap up this video, insurance can provide financial security and peace of mind. However, it's important to make sure that you choose the right policy for your needs. It's also important to be aware of fraud and cybercrime, and to protect yourself when making financial transactions online. If you liked this video and want to see more, please hit the subscribe button, so you never miss an update, and press the like button. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe. This video was brought to you by Channel Success Mindset and Personal Growth.